Welcome back to the Battle of Bautzen. I am your host as always. Let us see what the French get up to this turn. Yeah, they're finishing off those poor Cossacks there. So, they're finishing off those poor wretches there. What else? Anything else major coming to mind? For the moment, no. It's just... Oudinot is still pushing forward. French skirmishers pushing forward still. And a bit more long-range artillery fire beyond anything else. But yes, for the most part, as you can see, the French are pushing pretty hard. Some Chevaulanciers are heading this way. So Lancers are moving this way. There's the Hussars and the Chasseurs. There's the Portuguese Legion Chasseurs. Italians. That's a lot of guns. Alright, the Württembergers are buggering off by the looks of it. Or not, they're gathering up on the road. So yeah, the fact that I launched the probe, as a result, he's gathered his thin screen there and moved them more concentrated in case I send another probe of cavalry forward. Alright. For the moment, our position is nice and set. Alright. Get them that way. Steinmetz can move that way as well. And then the final elements of the cavalry are to head that way as well. Otherwise, we're going to keep the boys moving into their general sort of positions. Extend to its left. Prussian advance guard can go that way. You lot will go and rejoin your actual main unit. Silesian Schutzen can come round and sort of get into position on the high ground. Let's look at the guns as always. Still, it's going to be some very long-range fire at each other for now. But otherwise, we are not really going to be inflicting many losses up here. So it's just a case of what can we inflict. Yeah, otherwise, all that, not effective. So, let's get the cavalry set up over here. I'm going to place the guns on the hill here. Alright. Where else could I place them? Let us move up these Siberian Grens. Right, the Siberian Grens will form up there with the rest of his brigade forming up, which is the Little Russ Grenadiers, will form to his flank. This brigade will form up here, which is the Fangoria Grenadiers and the Astrakhan Grenadiers. And then this final brigade, which includes the Moscow Grenadiers and the Kiev Grenadiers. This I'm going to leave behind at the village. What can they see from there? Not all that much. This lot likewise can't exactly see all that much. Now then, the real question is, do I want to send my other Grenadier division forward? I'm not convinced that I should. Really not convinced that I should. Because, for one, it's one of my few remaining reserve. Well, it's not one of my few remaining reserves. It is one of my main reserves for the moment. But the question then becomes, if I don't send them, who do I use to do said job? If I don't use them for now, but if the French come further, I suppose if the French come further round towards this area, I will commit them and set them up along here, force them to assault more high ground, particularly high ground. Otherwise, for now, they'll just stay where they are in case I need them in the centre. The Imperial Guard is to remain my strategic reserve, with myself keeping a nice big artillery reserve as well. And with that, my position is fairly secure. We are fairly nice and in a nice stable position. Let me test something. Pardovsky, go there real quick. You can't actually see all that much. You would have to be there to see the most. But because of the village, you're blind to that side. The question is, yeah, there we go. We spotted something. And again, at this point, we are just going to pull these Cossacks back. Whoops. With the firm goal of pretty much just falling back. I can guess what the French plan is for the most part. It's to have at least part of Oudinot to come round. But he's also going to probably be waiting generally for the arrival of Marshal Ney. With the arrival of Marshal Ney, he's going to look to put pressure on my position up here. Which... if there was anything else to move, not particularly. Everyone's either in position or exactly or near enough where I want them. So it's just a case of waiting and seeing if the French push anything else forward. Yeah, no effect. So we're basically going to start holding fire for the most part at this point, given that, well, it's not exactly going to be doing very much. It's not exactly going to be doing much. So the case is we are going to look to be holding my current position on the hill. Oh, well, it's not even a hill, it's a series of heights, so this lot will start forming up nicely in case the French decide to come this way and therefore look to outflank General Saint-Priest. Saint-Priest is to stay where he is. And then the final element will be, I will do one thing though. I'll move at least one of these. I'll move these brigades closer to the road for the most part, or on the road, so that they can react quickly if need be. So, if need be, this lot is to be able to react quickly to any potential French assault. If they assault up here and this lot need reinforcements, they'll be able to just march forward and hit them. If another element requires it, they will. If they are required down here, they can then just turn and march and get into position. Or if they're needed up here against, say, Ney when he arrives, he will. Maybe I should have withdrawn all of this force under Barclay and have it taken up, and have it had taken up position along here. Might have been a better option. But for now, I think we are done. It's been a quick, short episode because there's not a lot that needs doing. The French are sort of holding back still. I am going to be still on the defensive because, well, I'm outnumbered by the French, so there's no need for me to attack. Plus, I've got the superior defensive position, so why attack? But for now, it's just a case of waiting for the French to keep showing their hand. So again, if they head this way, I know what their plan is. It will be to outflank me. If they don't, if they come this way, his plan is still pretty much to outflank me, because this is still my flank. But it's more of a direct flank rather than a long-winded go round your side flank. For now, he's mostly going to be setting up here, ready to assault the Krakowitz Heights and my positions along here, in front of New Pushwitz. Up here, I have no idea what is. I doubt he's going to launch a frontal assault on the heights. For fairly obvious reasons, it's a very goddamn strong position. I certainly wouldn't want to assault it. Or if I did and I had no other choice, I would want to assault it with other forces assaulting its flanks, so that my enemy cannot take forces from their flanks to reinforce it, if necessary. Attack the flanks, I will be forced to then respond to the flanks, and then he can just punch through the centre. So that's a fairly common Napoleonic tactic. So let's see if he's going to be following that. For now, these mounted Jaegers can stay up here and play screen and keep an eye on all these French forces moving. But for now, again, that is going to be it for this part. So I thank you for watching. If you've liked, consider hitting that thumbs up or subscribing. But otherwise, I shall hopefully see you with the next part. I apologise again that for the most part it's been fairly quiet. So soon enough, given that we're well actually we are a fifth of the way through the battle, I suspect the French will get up, make a move fairly soon. If not today, given that there's only 2 hours of daylight or so, probably setting up for tomorrow, which would also make sense as he's still waiting for Ney up here. Wait for Ney, launch everything on day 2. But for now, I shall see you all with the next part. So, bye bye for now.